What's up, everyone? You're tuned in to the channel Eeps, episode 126. I'm your host, EEPMON, because there is none other. And today, Friday, I want to just keep things light, perhaps highlight what I did today behind the scenes of a digital artist. Well, to begin, I caught up with some friends and fellow Banffers. There's just so many people at that forum that I couldn't catch up with everybody. So this morning was great to follow up, have some conversations, and of course, a lot of eFirst endeavors. October 1st, I will be part of Web3 Ottawa, and the location is going to be at, if I can get this out, 1 second, Brook Street Hotel, that is in Canada area. I've never been there before. Killjoy and I will be sharing a table with the Web3 Ottawa folks, and as always, we'll be doing a minting experience for Eat Monkey. In addition, we are going to also launch an exclusive digital artwork for the attendees. And what's really cool about this artwork is not only will it serve as a token for Web3 Ottawa, but also you can equip the background of Eat Monkey with the artwork. So we continue to evolve and grow the eFirst and build out the technology. So we are excited to engage with fellow Web3 enthusiasts, builders, promoters at the event, October 1st. And let's see where it goes. But I can definitely tell the blockchain Web3 digital collectible movement continues to grow more and more. And I'm excited, for me at least, that to be engaged in this new technology. It's great. I love it. You know, we're domain expanding to new areas of industry. And why not? It's such a great medium for digital creators, digital content creators. Lunchtime, I caught up with a dear friend, Leslie Weir, the librarian and archivist of Canada. From time to time, we catch up because me being, of course, a library and archive scholar, I feel that it is important to keep tabs of what's going on with that institution, and especially their new joint facility building with the Ottawa Public Library. As some of you may know, the Library Archives Canada and the Ottawa Public Library will be relocating they're moving out of their own location to a joint uh, collaborative building. It's not even a building. It's like a spaceship. I saw these renders of what it looks like, and it's phenomenal. The name of this place is called Adesoke. So if you YouTube and look at some of the renders of what Adesoke looks like, it's going to blow your mind. This thing is going to be phenomenal. Believe they're building it over at Le Breton Flats, or is it Pemsey? Anyway, you just take a look at it. I think it could be Pemsey Station that you can get off to go see it. I hope I can get a personal tour of their work in progress. Right now, they continue to build, and I believe they're set to launch, if all goes according to plan, next year. But it'll look great. It's going to look great. So hopefully I can get a private tour of their work in progress when I come back from Japan. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's great to catch up, and as digital artists or in the world and what I do, like I think that of course creating artwork is amazing and I love it. But I also love that if my art can engage in meeting new people, making new friends, establishing new relationships, then that's an added bonus to that, right? So it's I feel very grateful when I reflect upon these things that my work is an extension of myself, and it I guess has this magical ability to reach out and foster, build new friendships, new relationships, and that's a powerful thing. Very powerful thing. Speaking of art, I just came back from my dear friend Norman Takeuchi's exhibition, and it was phenomenal. It's over. It used to be called Studio 66. I believe they rebranded. It's in the Glebe area. I posted some of some of my photos on Instagram. You go to my Instagram stories, and his exhibition is called All in Good Time. So, a little background story of Norman and I. Norman Takeuchi is an accomplished Japanese Canadian artist, and I believe he lived well. He pretty much is based in Ottawa. Lived most of his life in Ottawa. Very well known creator, and I got to know him very well because it had to do with the Ottawa Art Gallery investiture ceremony, recognizing 5 legendary artists based in Ottawa and the surrounding area. And I was given the honor to introduce Norman Takeuchi to the audience during the ceremony. And that's when I know of his work, but this is where I really got to know more of his work. He had a solo show at the time at the Ottawa Art Gallery, and having looked at his work and his incredible, prolific and diverse range of his abilities. Like I said in my previous episode, I mentioned most artists are usually known for one specific thing, right? One specific style, one specific medium, and that's pretty much the, if I may say, traditional notion of how artists establish their reputation or name. But Norman Takeuchi, I think he's way ahead of his time. Way ahead. He was a prolific, multidisciplinary artist. From graphic design to illustration, paintings, and a lot of subject and paintings and subject matter relating to his Japanese heritage. His collection into abstract and geometry pieces, like his work is so diverse, which, if I may say humbly, having looked at his collection of his creativity, especially the solo show at the time at the Ottawa Art Gallery, resonated to me very strongly because I felt affinity and similarities to his trajectory as an artist. Me as a creator, remember, I'm a digital first. However, my ability to traverse to different areas of industry, whether it's academia, institutions such as museums, national endeavors involving me with like national institutions, to private companies, brands, commercial, like, long story short, like, there was a point in my career where I'm thinking, well, I'm doing all this stuff. Is that really what is that something that an artist should not be doing, right? Shouldn't they just focus on one thing? Like, why am I all over the place? Why am I doing so many things? But it turns out that, look, this is who I am. I genuinely enjoy and feel my passion by involving myself in so many plethora of disciplines, creativity. For me, that's the bottom line. We artists are supposed to be free. We have, like I said, we have the freest gigs in the game, but we have the hardest gigs in the game. Artists, we are uh, our careers. In order to thrive as creators, as artists, I believe that we need to have an open mind, an expansive mind, and have the freedom to access different things. So yeah, why not? Like, I was like I realized, yeah, that is my strength, you know. And if people don't get it, then they don't get it. Perhaps the traditional notion of what constitutes an artist has, I believe, is somewhat dated. However, majority of society seems to see it in that lens because that's all they really were taught or known about what an artist is. You are a painter, you are a oil painter, you are a photographer, blah blah blah. But I don't think categories should truly define your medium. So anyway, long story short, I saw the same thing in Norman Takeuchi's work. He is so prolific, different styles. You know, he did the excuse me, an installation for Expo 70, and I believe he's getting something ready for Expo 2025, which is phenomenal. What a way! What a such a great how do I say? It's just you have to do it. You know, continue that trajectory to a tradition of like of the Expo series for him. I think it's fantastic. I'm really happy for him. But yeah, he's ahead of his time. And like I don't know if people acknowledge that, but I saw that. I was like, this guy, man. This guy. You know? He I like to think he figured it out. That's what he enjoys doing. He's not just pigeonholed in one thing. He's exploratory. He's free to choose where he wants to go with his creative route. So I kudos to him. I met up with him, took some photos. Check out my Instagram story. I'll probably post it in my main feed on my Instagram maybe tomorrow. It was great. It was great. And since then, the investiture ceremony, Norman and I continue to have monthly. Well, Norman, Marion, and I continue to have our monthly coffee chats, either at his place or at my place, or usually at the Jackson Cafe. It's almost like I remember like one person. Like, it was exactly how I felt. Like I told when we had that conversation today, and we met some other people talking about our monthly meetups, and then one individual she said, "Oh, it's just like a salon, you know, a salon like artists coming in, hanging out, just chilling." That's exactly what I felt. Especially, I think it was last time I was hanging out with him and Marion. We were at Ottawa Art Gallery, hanging out at Jackson Cafe, just chatting, and other fellow OAG staff were walking by. We're like, "Hey, how you doing?" Other artists coming in. We're just coming in, coming out. Just like just a good time, a good vibe for the arts community. So it was, it's great. It's great. It felt really like as if it was the Renaissance times, where these salons and you have these the household names walking in, having chats, just chilling. Like I said, it goes back to that idea of nostalgia. Remember how I said that nostalgia was like, oh, have you ever have these yearnings of the past, and that energy of you missing what it was being youthful, and this it's like, no, like don't you need not to think that way. Take that nostalgia energy, take that energy, and bring it into and manifest it into now. Take that what you missed as your youth. It's not too late. Take that and execute it and make it happen now. And yeah, that's how I feel, and that's how I especially felt when we're just hanging out as artists. At the end of the day, we're just artists. We're sharing our creative outlet, our passions, our ideas, and what a way to percolate these great discussions then at the Ottawa Art Gallery. That's great. Or in the Jackson Cafe, just having a coffee. Great atmosphere, great people. So yeah, that was a great gallery event. So this really turned out. Today was a really long day, but I'm surprised I can still continue to talk because I'm kind of a little bit losing my voice. As you can see, I was coughing a bit. Um, and yeah, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. Tomorrow I got some more meetings happening, even though it is a Saturday. But I also, this is sort of new news, and I haven't really talked about it, but I will be in New York City this coming Sunday for just 2 nights, Sunday and Monday. I fly back on Tuesday, and I will be attending a UNESCO related event hosted by Meta, and I'm just very interested. Excuse me, interested in seeing what goes on in these types of dialogues. It just so happens, of course, my brother Kevin Chan will be moderating that discussion. So I'm also more eager to see because I never seen my brother really in action in real life, like in just like face to face. So I'm also want to see how I just as an observer. I just want to see his dynamic. He's the moderator, and it should be very interesting. Meta and that's related to a UNESCO event. So I think you could Google that or something. There's got to be a link that pops up. But anyway, that's the bit. It's gonna be a from here on. Then, folks, like starting from today, it's gonna get boom, 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 boom. It's getting busy. My next week, there's a lot of other meetings I'm gonna have to finalize and flush out and complete. I have a really crazy meeting coming up in October 1st. I will not disclose it, but um, let's just say it's a totally different world, totally different industry. I would never have thought I would be in, but we're gonna have a kickoff meeting and see where that goes. That's October 1st, and then October 2nd, folks, I am gone to Japan. It's gonna be crazy, man. I just like so I need to hold down the ship, lock things in, I got to start packing and just my mind is now shifting to Asia mode now. So I need to after the New York chapter, after I come back from New York, then I'm going to really shift into Asia mode. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. Also like and subscribe the channel Eps because I will be doing these channel Eps when I'm abroad, of course. No cap on that. So, on that note, have a great evening, have a great afternoon, have a great morning, wherever you are in the world. This is the Channel Eps episode 126. Thank you for listening this far. I hope I didn't bore you. But you might as well know what goes behind the scenes of a digital artist in a volatile world. Okay, but anyway. All right, I'll talk to you later. See you later. Bye.